Good day, everyone. Once again, this is your Sir Stephen Johnson Ballo, and for this video, we will be talking about the last topic for this lesson about entity relationship modeling concepts. So, the problems, no, in that we can encounter in creating or making in entity relationship models. So let us proceed with the next slide. So we have here itong tinatawag na connection traps. Okay? So connection traps, ito yung problem na sinasabi natin, no? These are problems that may arise na pwedeng lumabas when creating a ER model. And it happens dahil sa misinterpretation of the meaning of certain relationships. So yun na nga, 'di ba, pag hindi accurate yung sa sample data na na-gathered nyo sa inyong client, or even if mali, kahit na yun, mali yung pag-interpret nyo sa relationships between entities. So, dyan lalabas yung mga problems na itong tinatawag na connection traps. And, yun nga, in general, wait lang . So, yun nga, in the connection traps, we have two types of connection traps. So first is we have the fan traps, and then the second is the chasen traps. So these two are the main problems that we can encounter whenever we're creating an ER model. So in general, to identify the connection traps, so kailangan natin ma-ensure na yung meaning ng relationship is talagang naintindihan natin at talagang na-define talaga doon sa pa lang sa sample data, no. So if we don't understand the relationships, so we may create, no, posible na ma-create tayo ng model that's not a true representation of the actual. Kaya yun nga, magkakaroon talaga ng mga problems like fan traps and chasen traps. Okay, so let us proceed with the next slide. So we have here this called fan trap, no? So what is a fan trap? It's a trap that may exist, no, pero lumitaw where two or more one-to-many relationships, no, fan out from the same entity. So we have, for example, itong, as you notice, no, the staff and the division has a relationship. Anong klaseng relationship? Many to one, or one to many, no? Also, we also have a relationship between division and branch, no? Operates yung relationship niya, in which it is also a one is to many relationship. So ito man, so you identify if one is to many relationship siya. And as you notice, no, division, both staff and branch have a relationship with division. So ito pala, no, as you notice, there is already a possibility that there is a fan trap dito. Now, asa na yun, So, however, no, a problem arises, no, when we want to know, no, posible may problema nang lalabas, no, kung gusto nating malaman, no, which members of staff ang nagtatrabaho to a certain branch, no. So para mas ma-enlighten tayo, no, sa problem, no, so we will examine some occurrences of the has, no, and operates na relationship. So let us proceed to the next figure. So ito, So ito na yung mga occurrences, no? Relationship occurrences sa has relationship and with the operates relationship. So sa makikita mo pa lang, sa drawing pa lang parang fan out. Now if we attempt to answer this question, for example, at which branch does staff number SG37 work? No? Ano ko muna yung question. At which branch does staff number SG37 work? Sige daw. Try daw to figure out. Saan ba? No? There are actually two possible branches. No? It's either B003 or B007. No? So, asan ba talaga? Now, if we're going to trace this one, SG37. So, pagdating dito sa division, there are two possible branches and it's confusing. So that is why dahil sa natin, sa kahirapan natin na masagot tong tanong na to. So dahil yan sa sa fan trap, we actually created a so-called fan trap. So this is associated with the misrepresentation of the correct relationship between the staff, division, and branch entities. So in other words, nagkamali ka sa yung dahilan kaya nagkaganito kasi mali yung pag-interpret mo sa relationships between these three entities. So how do we solve this problem? How do we solve? So now, try to pause and try to figure out on your own how could you solve this one. Pause this video and try to think, and try to resume if you have an idea. Okay, so I will reveal the answer. So we will resolve this fan trap by restructuring. So ayusin talaga natin to. This original ER model to represent the correct association between these entities. So actually mali lang talaga yung nito, yung relationship. Sa relationship yung problema dito. Okay? So this is how we're going to structure this one. So ito yung before, and then the result after fixing should be like this. So what did you notice? What were the changes that you have noticed? Could you try to think, pause and think, asan dito yung mga changes dito? So again, there were some changes with the relationships. So this time, i-restructure na natin. Yung division, parehas pa rin, division and branch has a relationship, operates. But this time, itong branch has a relationship na with the staff, rather than the staff having a relationship with the division. So ito na siya yung itsura niya. Okay? Now if we're going to talagang just to make sure lang kung tama na ba talaga, we could create a semantic net model. So ito. So if we now examine the occurrences of the operates relationship and the has relationship, so we are now in the position to answer this question kanina. So which branch does the staff number SG37 work? Sige daw, I think it's already very obvious now. It's at B003. So, yeah. So, that is how we can fix the fund trap. It just is a matter of rearranging or restructuring the relationships between the entities. No? So in this instance, yung binago lang, going back to the yung binago lang is yung staff tsaka has at tsaka division, yung relationship nila wala na. Instead, yung branch na tsaka yung staff yung may relationship. Diba? So next, we have a chasm trap. So a chasm trap may occur, so pwede siya mangyari, where there are one or more relationships na may minimum multiplicity of 0. So that is yung isa sa kanila or both of them have an optional participation. Okay? So we have here an example this time. We have three entities. We have branch, staff, and property for rent entities. And branch and staff has a relationship. Also, the staff and property for rent has a relationship. So, try to pause down and think, bakit chasm trap to? Okay? So, according here is merong relationship where yung isa sa mga or pwedeng both of the entities have a optional participation. So when we say optional participation, yung first digit or first number is 0. So asan man dito? Okay? I think it's already obvious. It's right here. Ito. So therefore, this what are possible. This kind of relationship could possibly have a chasm trap, which is so we will fix that. How let us let us make a semantic model, net model, just to bring light, to bring more clarification to the problem. So ito. So for example, we have some specific examples base sa data. So all of this, by the way, baka nagwa-wonder pa kayo, paano ba ginagawa tong mga semantic models? These are from, yung basis nito are from the actual sample data. So kunyari, ito yung na-retrieve niya sa sample data ng client nyo. So kaya ganito yung resulta. Okay, so this is the semantic net model of yung kanina. Okay. So as you notice, we'll have this question para mas maano nyo talaga, mag-gets nyo. So try to ponder this one. At kung magtatanong kayo, at which branch is property number PA14 available? Sa anong branch na itong property number to available? So ito yung PA14. Sige daw, could you trace it? Siguro kung PG36, at which branch? Pwede pa siguro, Pero kaya pero yung sa PA14, kasi wala talaga, Can you already figure out why there's a chasm trap? No. So we are unable to answer this question, as this property, ito nga property na to, is not yet allocated to a member of a staff. Hindi pa siya in-oversee ng isang staff, ba? That is working at a branch. So the inability to answer this question is considered to be a loss of information. As we know, di ba, alam naman natin na a property should be available at a branch. No? And of course, kaya since so obviously there's something wrong, so specifically ito dahil nga may optional participation between one or more entities, so that is why we have adjacent trap. Okay, so the multiplicity of both the staff and property for rent entities in the overseas relationship, ito to, okay, has a minimum value of 0, which means that some properties cannot be associated with a branch through a member of staff. So therefore, to solve this problem, we need to identify the missing relationship. Okay, so ganun lang. In order to solve this problem, we need to identify the missing relationship. So magdadagdag tayo ng relationship. Yung tanong, saan? And to which entities should we add a relationship? Again, there's a missing relationship in here, kaya we have a difficulty in answering this question. So that is why we will add a relationship. But the question is, anong entities yung lalagyan natin ng relationship? Okay, can you try to think and pause this video and try to think of a solution, and then once you have the solution, so you may resume this video. Okay, so I guess if I assume that you already have an idea, so I will reveal the answer. So this is how you are going to solve the fixing the chasm trap. So ito yung ano kanya before, and this is the solution after. Okay, so therefore, to solve this problem, we need to identify the missing relationship. The AR model shown in this figure represents the true, ito talaga yung totoong association or relationship between these entities, diba? So this model ensures that sa lahat ng panahon, no, the properties for rent associated with each branch are known, no? So including the properties that are not yet allocated to a member of staff. Yun. So to simplify, the explanation, so just simply adding the offers relationship, no? Ito yung nag-solve sa chasm trap. So since hindi tayo makaano dito, di ba? Hindi man tayo makatabok from here papunta sa staff. So why not we'll make a relationship dito between the branch and property for rent. So you will find out now in this next slide. So yan. Ano na. So yung offers relationship was added into this semantic net model. And here is the so going back to the question, no? This one, at which branch? So this one, ito. It's at the 007. Okay, so I think it's already, this one is already fixed, this problem. So that ends the, I think we already covered everything, no? All topics about the entity relationship model. Now for, since hindi pa to tapos, meron pa tong another lesson that's related pa rin with the entity relationship model and concepts. So that's why there's still a continuation for this. And for this lesson, we're already done covering all the topics. And I guess this ends the video for this lesson about the entity relationship modeling concepts. And thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for listening and watching for this video, and see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.